My brothers and sisters of Burkina Faso, my voice tonight is not just for you. It is for the whole world to hear. Because something extraordinary is happening on our land, something the world once said was impossible. They said Africa would always depend. They said we would always borrow, always beg. But look around you now. Our homes are floating on water, built by our own hands, powered by our own courage. Yes, these floating houses are not just buildings, they are symbols. Symbols of a people who refuse to sink. Symbols of a nation that refused to drown under the weight of colonial lies. For too long, they told us that progress only comes from Europe, from America, from the same hands that stole from us. But today, we show them that true progress rises from African soil, from the rivers, from the hearts, from the unbreakable will of our people. When the floods came, when the droughts came, when the world turned its back on us, we did not cry. We built. When they said, "You are too poor," we said, "We are too proud." When they said, "You have no technology," we said, "We have the power of unity, and unity builds miracles." And that miracle is here floating, shining, and standing strong in the waters of Burkina Faso. Each house that floats is a story of resistance, of creativity, of independence. Our engineers are not trained in their universities. They are trained by the struggle of survival. Our young men and women are not waiting for investors. They are investing their sweat, their hope, their belief in Africa. We are building a future where no child sleeps in the mud, no mother fears the rain, and no family is forced to migrate because of disaster. These floating homes are the declaration of a new age, the age of African innovation. We are not copying the West. We are creating a new world from our own roots. This is not just architecture. This is revolution. A revolution of the mind, a revolution of the soul, a revolution of dignity. I tell you today, Africa does not need permission to rise. We will not wait for handshakes from the same ones who divided our lands. We will not bow to the IMF or to their development loans. We will build with what we have, bamboo, clay bottles, love, and turn them into palaces of freedom. Because what builds a nation is not money, it is vision. And vision, my brothers and sisters, is alive in Burkina Faso. Let the world watch and learn. Let them see that the black continent they mocked is becoming the cradle of the future. They build skyscrapers that touch the sky. We build floating homes that touch the human heart. Their cities are cold with greed. Our homes are warm with hope. They talk about sustainability. We live it every day. Every floating village in Burkina Faso is a message to all oppressed people: you can rise. No matter what they took from you, you can rebuild even after centuries of chains. You can dream again even when they tried to erase your name. I speak to all of Africa, from Dakar to Dar es Salaam, from Kinshasa to Cairo. Do not wait for permission to become great. The time of waiting is over. The time of submission is over. Now is the time of building, creating, and defending what is ours. We will protect our land. We will protect our people. We will protect our dreams. And we will not sell them for coins of corruption or for the smiles of those who still want our resources. When they see our floating houses, they will laugh. Let them laugh. They laughed at every revolution before it changed the world. They laughed when Africa stood up for independence. They laughed when we said we would control our own gold, our own destiny. But when the laughter fades, they will see. They will see the light of a continent that cannot be stopped. Because this generation, our generation, has no fear. We do not look down. We look forward. We are not waiting for miracles. We are becoming the miracle. To my people, keep building. To my youth, keep dreaming. To my farmers, my engineers, my mothers, my soldiers, keep believing. Every nail you place, every plank you raise, every child you teach, that is revolution. We are building not only homes, but history. And this history will be written by African hands, not by foreign pens. Let the rivers carry our message across the continent. Burkina Faso has risen. Africa has begun its rebirth. And no empire, no corporation, no puppet regime can stop what has already started. This is not the end. It is the beginning of a free Africa, an Africa that floats above the lies of the past, above the waves of oppression, above the storm of colonial greed. Let the world know, the sons and daughters of Africa have taken back their destiny. We are the builders of the new earth. And it begins here, on the waters of Burkina Faso. Long live the revolution. Long live our people. Long live the spirit of a free Africa. The first main point is the rise of self-reliance and defiance against colonial dependency. For generations, Africa was told that it could not survive without foreign aid, foreign education, or foreign approval. This idea was planted to weaken our confidence and chain our progress. But now, Burkina Faso stands as a living rejection of that lie. The creation of floating houses built with local materials and local genius represents a mental revolution, a refusal to remain dependent. When the world doubted, we proved them wrong through action, not speeches. These homes are the embodiment of pride, independence, and courage. They are proof that we as Africans can create solutions for our own problems using our own hands. It is not technology from abroad that defines progress, but determination from within. Burkina Faso's innovation is now the voice of a continent shouting, "We do not need to beg, we can build." The second point is the symbolic power of the floating houses as a declaration of resistance. These are not ordinary homes, they are the physical form of a revolution. Each house floats because its foundation is not just bamboo or steel. It is made of resilience, dignity, and hope. When nature challenged us with floods and disasters, we did not run, we rose. These floating structures represent Africa's refusal to be drowned by global systems designed to keep us weak. They are proof that when you cannot stand on the ground, you learn to stand on the water. Every house carries a message to the world that the spirit of Burkina Faso cannot be buried, and that African creativity is unstoppable. It is not just architecture. It is the soul of a people refusing to disappear. The third point is the unity and innovation of the Burkinabe people as the driving force of this transformation. The strength of this project comes from the collective energy of ordinary citizens, farmers, youth, engineers, and mothers, all working together for a shared dream. It was not born in luxury offices or foreign labs, but in the humble hands of those who live the struggle daily. This movement reminds us that national progress begins when people unite around purpose, not politics. The youth are no longer waiting for jobs, they are creating them. Villages are no longer waiting for development, they are designing it. This unity is what makes Burkina Faso unstoppable, and it is what can awaken the entire African continent. When a nation builds together, it becomes unbreakable, and when a people dream together, no force on earth can stop them. The fourth point is the rejection of foreign control and the affirmation of true sovereignty. For decades, Africa has been suffocated by economic systems designed to keep it dependent. Aid, loans, and false promises from institutions that never wanted to see us free. Ibrahim Traoré's message makes it clear that Burkina Faso will not bow to the IMF, the World Bank, or any foreign master. True development means owning your land, your labor, and your destiny. The floating house revolution is not funded by exploitation. It is built by sacrifice and pride. This independence terrifies those who profit from Africa's poverty. But this new generation refuses to sell its dreams for coins or handshakes. Burkina Faso is choosing dignity over dependency, sovereignty over subservience, and courage over comfort. That choice is what defines real freedom. The fifth point is the awakening of a continental spirit, the rebirth of Africa. The floating homes of Burkina Faso are more than local projects. They are sparks igniting a continental fire. They show that progress no longer flows from the West to Africa, but from Africa to the world. This is the beginning of a new era where Africans lead, create, and inspire. When Traore calls out to the rest of Africa, from Dakar to Dar es Salaam, it is not just a call for unity, but a call for revolution. A revolution of thought, pride, and self-belief. The new Africa does not ask for permission to rise, it rises because it must. The floating homes symbolize that rise, rising above corruption, above oppression, and above every wave of colonial legacy. This is the dawn of Africa's rebirth, and Burkina Faso stands at its front, holding the torch for all to follow.